Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwant, and welcome to our LinkedIn live stream with Dayna Williams. She is the MC of our Sales 3.0 conference in Las Vegas on June 5th and 6th. Welcome, Dayna.
Thank you, Gerhard. Great to be back with you.
Our audience is very eager to learn about who are the people that present at Sales 3.0.
Yeah, I mean, we have an amazing rundown of speakers. And what I love about it is we're really presenting a bunch of different angles. So CROs, thought leaders, authors, advisors, researchers, and so forth. And so I don't know about you, Gerhard, but I have a couple that are top of mind for me.
Yeah, maybe what we do is you share one, I share another, and we go through a quick list to give people a flavor and explain why we love those people. And what I was just thinking that Sales 3.0 is like a gym for the mind, because you get in touch with trainers like the people we describe. They can show you new moves that increases your strengths that you need to build more revenues.
That's right. And I'll tell you, I had an amazing conversation this morning with a confidential leader. And, he was telling me that one of the things that's missing for him is really a bona fide sort of safe space to explore why things that he's trying are not working. And that's a really hard thing to admit if you're an executive, CRO, and so forth. And so, the folks we're going to do a rundown on today, as well as everybody else in attendance at the conference, I think provide that safe space to explore not just what's working, but maybe what isn't working.
Exactly. So who will be your number one random pick?
A random pick, yes, in no particular order. I have Roderick Jefferson. Now, I had Roderick Jefferson keynote at one of my events a couple of years ago, and he is phenomenal. You're talking about somebody with deep expertise in enablement, experience, operations, and where all of those disciplines intersect. And, I remember when he was working at Marketo, he also had roles at Oracle, Salesforce.com, and he's done a number of things since then. He also authored a book called Sales Enablement 3.0, and he just brings an incredible strategic perspective to the conversation. So I was thrilled to see when you booked him again as part of your lineup.
I totally agree. Roderick rocks. He is a solid practitioner, but also he's a great teacher. I have seen him in action on the platform. I've read his book. I highly recommend his book, Sales Enablement 3.0, and it has such a rich body of information that revenue enablement leaders can feast on. I'd like to highlight Jennifer Stanley.
Okay.
She is going to come, and we are doing a fireside chat with her colleague, Rochelle DeVoe. And here are two women from McKinsey & Company, highly accomplished brainiacs that study nothing but right now, their focus is how is sales going to change with AI? And we need to learn more about it, because AI is not a flash in the pan. AI is here to stay, and it's going to change everything. And there are opportunities you want to take advantage of, but also you want to be aware of the pitfalls like hallucinations and a lot more. A lot of people get scared, and it needs regulation. It needs adult supervision. So those two speakers are really one of my favorite people at Sales 3.0.
And I love the fireside chat format too, because you're able to pick up on really what the audience is interested in, and you adjust and you're flexible. And so for that really critical topic, your interview format style is ideal. So I'm excited about that.
So who is your next favorite?
So along those lines, my next pick is Peter Ostro. I think for
obvious
reasons, right? Because he's VP Principal Analyst at Forrester, and he brings the much needed research, trend view at that 100,000 foot level, because context is key. You know, it's great to talk programs, initiatives, strategies, alignment, pivot, but where are we aligning to? What are we pivoting towards? Where is the puck going? And so, you know, he has such incredible range. And I mean, he's going to talk about everything from, you know, measuring impact, you know, confidence begins with capability and competence, clarity, prioritization, trends. He brings it all. And so whether it's his formal talk from our stage, or whether it's grabbing him for coffee or a hallway chat, Peter brings that much needed research and trend perspective to the program.
I could totally see Peter lecturing at Harvard Business School, because he has such a professorial approach to any topic, where he gives you a worldview. It gives you the state of the horizon line, but he also gives you the details, minute details that you need to master if you want to improve revenue enablement. And he's focusing at Forrester just on revenue enablement. And there are very few people in this world that have his level of expertise. I want to talk about two people that are talking about a similar topic. One is Jeremy Miner. He is the founder of Seventh Level, a sales training company. And why is Jeremy such a rock star in my mind? I've seen him present, and he speaks with a language that inspires trust and confidence. Why? Because he is using his tone of voice to sort of engage the customer on a much deeper level. And he also uses head gestures that are mesmerizing. And I've seen him before. I was blown away with the way he presents a subject that turns into an experience that's memorable and that makes you want to change. And that's why Seventh Level is such a rapidly growing company, not just in B2C, but also in the B2B space. And they have a lot of impact on the US market, but also they're doing a lot of stuff in Australia. And they're one of the leading companies in sales training in the world. And they're not well known. And this is the first time they're at Sales 3.0. So I give them a little bit more time to present, and it's going to be a great experience.
Oh, that's so important. We have to be intentional about engaging, you know, as many senses as possible because of how much information is coming at us, you know, fast and furious, the level of distraction. So I love that that's, you know, a technique that he employs, and I can't wait to see his presentation as well.
Well, you have one more and I have one more. Then we wrap it up.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. So Spencer Wixom is my next pick. Oh. I have had the pleasure of hearing Spencer speak a couple of times now, both, you know, with Sales 3.0 and also the group that I oversee. And what I love is he always brings the receipts. You know, we had talking about sales transformation, methodology, research. It's this ideal mix of information that you could walk away from a 25, 30-minute session and be so much more conversationally intelligent about the topics he talks about. It's the content, it's the delivery, the relatability. I love listening to Spencer speak, and I'm so excited he's part of our program again.
Well, he has an enormous background and body of knowledge. He's not only a practitioner, but also a great researcher, and he's very meticulous in his approach. So I applaud your choice. I want to go back to the topic of trust that is so important in this era where everybody is suspicious and doubtful. So Jeremy Miner's talk is called 3 Steps to Becoming the Trusted Authority in Your Prospect's Mind. Mm-hmm. And my friend John Guyton is going to talk about the language of trust in business. And he's the one who really made me aware in a long conversation. We are good friends, and he has presented before at Sales 3.0. And he says, Garrett, look at the divisiveness in the country right now and how that impacts the decision-making process. The decisions take longer. Those decision makers take longer to decide. And there are more decision makers involved. Why? Because it's so risky to make a decision today. So what do you need to do in order to establish trust in this environment that's filled with suspicion and skepticism? There's another area, which is the internet is like medicine. It has side effects, and the side effects is called scams. There's so many scams online. It's unbelievable. So naturally, the trust goes down, suspicion goes up. So what are the conversations you have with your customers about that? How mindful are you of the fact that a lot of people are scared to make a decision? So what is your strategy? And John Guyton is a former collegiate football player, a very imposing figure, a very confident person that I trust instantly just when I hear his voice, because he speaks from a level of authenticity that I have not seen before. And that is something to learn from. What is John representing as a person? And how can you emulate that? How can you become that trusted advisor that customers crave for? Because so many people just go on LinkedIn and connect and pitch. And that's not the way to do it.
No. But yeah, I'm hearing you say that he really actually practices what he preaches, that he's almost trust personified.
Exactly.
And that we have a lot we can gain just by watching him in action.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
and
great. Good
since I mentioned LinkedIn, I need to mention Brent Tillman.
Okay.
She is such a great teacher about how to use the magic of LinkedIn and make it work for you. And there's one particular idea I want to share with you that she will talk about, but it's so important. Ditch the pitch when it comes to LinkedIn. Do not reach out and say, I have this wonderful solution and I've helped so many customers, and here's the link, book a meeting with me. That's not the way to do it. That turns people off, and it just adds to the spam. And it gets you deleted. So she has a way of approaching people where you ask permission if they're interested to send them something. And you ask permission, they can say yes or no. And it takes only 1 or 2 sentences to do that, and people won't mind. But if you just put your pitch on LinkedIn, you get ditched.
That's right. Yep. So all of us that loved the, never split the difference techniques felt so counterintuitive, but, there was something to that. I think she recasts that idea brilliantly within the world of LinkedIn and beyond. So she's another really good one. I mean, really, Gerhard, how do we narrow down such an incredible list? We tried.
We're 26 speakers. So I invite you to be there and to practice what we preach is we want your permission to send you the information. So if that intrigues you, of what you just heard, DM me or Dayna, and we will send you a special link, an invitation where you get a deep discount, and the discount will be opened until Friday this week. So thank you, Dayna, for being such a wonderful partner and for being the MC. I can't wait to see you in Las Vegas.
Great. Me too. Thank you so much.